Imagine a world where your phone was not just for making calls, but could also handle emails, faxes, and even run some basic apps. Nothing new so far, as any child today can have its own smartphone. Now imagine this in 1994. This was the dream that IBM intended to make a reality with the IBM Simon personal communicator, or just IBM Simon. The concept behind Simon was innovative. It combined the functionalities of a cell phone and a personal digital assistant. It had a touch-sensitive interface, could send and receive emails and faxes, and even had a rudimentary calendar and contact book. This functionality was truly groundbreaking at a time when mobile communication was still in its infancy. This was a phone that was supposed to be more than just a phone. It was supposed to be a pocket personal assistant. For its time, the IBM Simon was nothing short of a technological marvel. It had a 4.5 by 1.5 inch side lit half-green monochrome touchscreen, which, while basic by today's standards, was something incredible back then. It was powered by a 16 MHz processor and ran Datalight's ROM DOS operating system. Yes, you heard right. It was not running Android or iOS, but good old DOS. The Simon had 1 MB of internal storage, expandable via Tamiya cards. This offered flexibility to users who wanted to increase available space. It had a stylus for touchscreen navigation, a 0.3 megapixel rear camera, and even software for notes and drawings. It was like having a mini computer in your pocket, and that was breathtaking in the mid-90s. The IBM Simon was packed with features that were simply ahead of their time. It was a true technical feat for the time. Perhaps one of the most notable features was its ability to recognize handwritten text and convert it to typed text. This was a precursor to the modern swipe typing and voice recognition functions we use today. It was a glimpse into the future of communications. Unfortunately, with all this revolutionary technology, the IBM Simon ended up being a failure in the market. There were several problems, but the main one was the price. The Simon had a high price tag, coming in at a whopping $900. This made it inaccessible to most consumers, turning it into a niche product for the wealthier and technology aficionados. The high price also limited its availability. Initially, it was only available in the United States through select retailers. This has severely limited your potential user base, and you cannot dominate the market if your product is not widely accessible. Another factor that contributed to the failure of the IBM Simon was the weight and size of the device. It was bulky, weighed around 500 grams, and had a battery that only lasted 60 minutes of use. This made it impractical for everyday use and was not exactly wallet-friendly. The Simon was more like carrying a small brick than a sleek portable device. Despite its advanced features, IBM's marketing failed to effectively communicate Simon's potential to consumers. They marketed it as a phone with extra features, rather than a fully functional personal communicator. The term smartphone did not exist yet, and the truth is that no one knew what to call that product. People were not ready to understand the concept of a device that could do more than just make calls. All of these factors combined to create a perfect storm of commercial failure for IBM Simon. It is estimated that only about 50,000 units were sold, and the project was discontinued in 1995. IBM had envisioned the future of mobile communications, but failed to deliver it in a way that captivated consumers. Despite its commercial failure, the IBM Simon left an indelible mark on the world of technology. He was a pioneer, paving the way for the smartphones we know today. It demonstrated the potential of a portable device that could do more than just make calls, and it planted the seeds for the smartphone revolution that would come years later.